Alright, it's Friday. I have a film project due on Tuesday. Basically have to do it today because I have a lot of other stuff going on. I'm gonna try to keep it simple, try to keep it as easy as possible, but the prompt is to film like a dream sequence. So like a dream, basically. I have an idea for it, and I've had an idea for a dream sequence that I've wanted to create for a very long time because I actually had like a really weird lucid dream kind of thing. I can't reveal it because that's what I want to do for my final project, because the final project is like worth more points and it's like I'm gonna go all out for it and it's gonna be super cool. But today we just need to make something pretty simple. So I'm thinking, so I already recorded this clip of like, basically I'll show you what it looked like. It was basically like I had the pillow here like that, and it was like that, and it was like darker, kind of like that. I adjusted the focus and kind of just made it like I was going to sleep. So I think my idea is basically I'm gonna like almost hint at the upcoming project. So it's gonna be like, instead of a dream, it's gonna be like falling asleep into the dream, and then the actual dream will be like my final project. And so basically, okay, so here's what happens, right? When you fall asleep, I'm gonna put like a little effect that's gonna make it look like the eyes are closing, right? So the eyes are gonna close, and then what happens when you close your eyes, if you do it with me, everybody close your eyes, you're gonna see like things. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to figure out how we can represent that visually as best as possible. I might have to steal something off the internet, but it's okay. It's gonna basically drift between being awake, seeing the like things in your eyes, like the weird like shapes and halo effects and whatnot, and then it's also gonna fade slowly into like different scenes of dreams, right? Because as you're falling asleep, sometimes you like drift in and out. If you guys look outside right now, oh man, it's really blue. Okay, the reason why everything's so blue right now is because I thought it'd be kind of cool, because it's like a dream, and dreams are like weird colors and stuff. But anyway, okay, hold on, let me fix this so you can actually see outside. As you can see, it actually does look kind of pretty from here, but outside it's like there's like some snow, some not snow. There's a squirrel. Do you see it? Do you see it? Anyway, the point is, I don't think it's gonna look very good to record like dream footage out in a really like gross looking Minnesota half winter spring scene. So I'm probably gonna end up using some older footage that I have that is like more colorful. I'm gonna do a couple different ones. I have a couple in mind. I'm gonna do like a colorful kind of like nature one. I'm probably gonna do like a more like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna jump over to my computer. We're gonna start our project, putting everything together and kind of just trying to make it happen. Because like I said, I gotta kind of do this right now. Like I can't spend a whole lot of time on this. I wish I could, but I just have to basically make this happen. And I just thought I'd bring you guys along. I thought I would try out a new kind of style of video. All right, so here we are inside of After Effects. Like I said, this clip that I just recorded earlier, this is what it looks like. It's kind of cool because there was like these weird like rainbow effects that were coming through my window. I have this weird, look at this is kind of funny. So I used to use this for photography, but now when the sun's right, it casts these like, dude, okay, wait, don't walk around with the tripod like this, okay. It casts these like cool rainbow, you see like the rainbow things? So that's what was casting on it. I thought it was kind of cool. It's cool because you just don't know of what time of day it's gonna like shine the rainbow, so then you'll just be like sitting there and you'll be like, oh, rainbow. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna start with this, and then I'll show you, we're gonna do a little effect where it's gonna like close the eyes. You know what, actually, this will be funny. All right, so look at this. So some of you might find this funny. So the reason I'm actually thinking about this effect right now is because of an old Call of Duty edit that had this same effect. So we're gonna see if I can find it. Maybe it wasn't, it was a Phase Meek episode. No, it was a Phase Rebirth. I remember this. Here we go, this one. All right, so check this out. So this is where I'm getting this effect from. Let's see if we can get a little music up in here. Hold on. Hopefully this isn't copyrighted music. You see it? Right there. Isn't that dope? So that's literally where I'm getting my inspiration right now for this film project that I'm doing not 6 years later, dude. This is how I learned how to do everything. I used to sit in my room like for hours and hours on like Friday and Saturday nights in like middle school and high school, and I would just edit Call of Duty videos in After Effects. Okay, but anyways, it's not super complicated, but now what we need to do is go back to YouTube and we need to look for mind's eye. I don't even know if that's actually the right term. What even is mind's eye definition? The mental faculty of conceived imagery or recollected scenes using
Wait, images. Okay, now we're getting like some weird like Illuminati. This is not what I was, okay, okay, it's almost like this, kind of like this stuff, but not with the woman. What do you see when you close your eye? There we go, okay, there we go. Oh, there's a meme for it? Wait, meme. What do you see when you close your eyes, meme? Alright, back to what I was saying. Alright, let's see if maybe we can get a video, because that's ultimately what I'm looking for.
In the dark, in the odd baroque, the ritual one.
This just feels like the documentary footage. Okay, what do you see? What do you see when you close your eyes? On acid. Live LSD simulation. Educational content. Can we watch this? Sign in to confirm your age. Okay, if you guys want to see live LSD simulation, that'll be a separate video. Posterphonies. The ring or spot of light produced by pressure on the eyeball or direct simulation of the visual system. Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, wait, no, this is cool. Okay, this is like some smoke effects. I actually kind of dig this a lot. This is cool, because we could add some color to this. Okay, so this is kind of cool. This is a really long video, but I'm thinking if we can take some of this, I feel like we could work with this and make it really distorted and then lay it on top of some of this smoke effect, because this, I feel like the smoke effect really comes through, especially when there's like, I guess there wouldn't be as much light when you're trying to go to sleep. So maybe if it's like, hold on, let me make my eyes real dark. It is very faint when you're not like actually falling asleep, because once you start to fall asleep, it becomes more vivid. Let's do this. Let's download this one.
All right, so I was in the middle of downloading everything, and then I realized that I had to take my dog for a walk. Aspen, you want to say hi? Okay. But as I've been walking, I've just been thinking a little bit about, like, obviously this is just a film project, and I kind of just want to get it done. But what do I want it to kind of represent, or what is the purpose of the video itself? So I think a lot of times, like, as you're falling asleep, you're always thinking about, you know, important things, anxieties, worries, all that kind of stuff. So I think that I want to be really intentional about how I include, like, as you're falling asleep and as you transition from those like weird holographic things that you see when you close your eyes into like actual dream states, I want to be really mindful about what I include. One of the ones that came to mind, obviously, because right now is kind of tax season, thought I'd do something with that. Thought that would be kind of good. And obviously there's a lot of other more basic ones, you know, relationships and whatnot. But so anyway, just wanted to update you guys. My dog is walking, and yeah, I will go back and I will download everything. I don't want to make this a 30-minute video, but I will go back and download all the footage, and then I'll show you a few of the effects that I'm gonna do, and then I'll probably show you the final product. So anyways, I will catch you all back at the house when I am done. I have the rest of the footage, and the only thing I need right now is 3 clips that basically illustrate anxieties that people might have, or some things that they would dream about potentially when they're falling asleep. Or actually, you know what, let's do this. Okay, so here's the idea, right? We'll make this easier. So one is gonna be taxes, okay? The other one is not gonna be stress related. It's gonna be like an attempt to escape the stress, right? So it's gonna go from taxes, and then the next clip's gonna be like a clip of nature, which I probably have in some of my film reels somewhere. So we'll grab one of those because it's not gonna look very good today. And then the last clip is gonna be of, essentially it's gonna be the back of like a girl with like long hair, because that's, I think, how my like actual dream sequence is gonna open. So it'd be kind of like a cool foreshadowing. I hope y'all are enjoying this so far, and let's do it.
Alright, so it is a little bit later in the day. I have now gotten all of the footage together. I actually switched over to Premiere because I just realized that it would be cooler, like, in terms of visual effects if I did it in After Effects, but it's also going to take a lot longer. So I've just decided to move it all over to Premiere. I've already started cutting it a little bit, so essentially what happens is blank. Always good to start your stuff with just black screen, especially when you're presenting. And it opens, and it's just got a shot of like it's essentially like trying to get comfortable in the bed. And it'll cut to black, basically illustrate time passing, and then a little bit more calm, kind of a little bit out of focus. Cut. Actually, I might might cut that actually. We'll do that, and then gotta keep it pretty quick. And then another cut, and I'm gonna adjust this a little bit at the end. But this is the shot that we're gonna do that little eye effect that I showed you earlier, where the eyes are opening and closing. That's what we're gonna do this on, which is then gonna lead us into the two little halo type of. Oh, what's up, bro? Remember this? So this little, where is this? Yes, little smoke patterns that we were talking about. And then I also recorded a little bit of this weird, trippy, psychedelic stuff. So we're gonna layer these on top of each other. We'll mess with the effects a little bit, see what we can make those look like. I'll also show you, I recorded a few other clips. So we needed something of like tax forms. So I did a little bit of this, and you can see it's got like the IRS website, which I think should be pretty obvious. I also did a little tax form of me filling out something. I also got a shot of my sister because I didn't have anyone else to act for me. So this is kind of going to be similar to the shot that's going to open my final dream sequence as my final project. But first we're going to start with the eye closing. I'm going to show you guys how you can do an effect like that in Premiere. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to show you how we can do this little effect. It's a little bit easier in After Effects actually, but all you need to do is, I'm not going to do like an in-depth tutorial, okay, but I'm just going to show you basically, you make a black solid layer, then you're going to want to add a circle mask onto it, and then make this basically look like an eye. You're going to want to invert it, and then you're going to want to feather it so it kind of feels like you're going like that, like you're squinting. Essentially it's like a keyframed vignette that's going to give you this effect. So we're going to open, and then usually when you go to sleep, I don't know what you guys do, but usually when I go to sleep I just go like this, and I'm just like, I close my eyes. But to illustrate like to illustrate what's happening and make it more dramatic, I think we're gonna go like, so we're gonna go from full to like a quarter to like 3/4 to like closed. Let's just try that. So we go from here, then we're gonna go to here, and then we're gonna close. Okay, so as you can see, probably a little bit faster overall. Actually, I am going to speed this up just a little bit. What'll really make a difference is the keyframes. I'll show you guys in a second. If you look at the graph right there, this graph, it's like super linear. So we're going to highlight these, and then basically what we're going to do is we're just going to go in and adjust the velocity. Yeah, okay, so as starting off, you can see it kind of like, it's like a, you're like kind of drifting off, and then you like jump back awake. There we go. Alright, that looks a lot better than when it started. A little bit of a, perfect. That's gonna work for what we're trying to do. Then we're gonna start dropping in some of this. So these are really weird. Yeah, this. I like this a lot. This to me feels a lot like what someone would see as they're falling asleep. Alright, so look, so as you can see, we have this clip, and then we're gonna get this like weird, you see how that looks? It's like very, it almost feels like how things kind of come into your brain in a way, at least for me. So for getting stuff to like kind of lay over each other, what's cool is you can mess with these blending modes. Like overlay is always a good one. As you can see, it's gonna give it like a very like kind of faded and muted. That actually looks kind of cool. I kind of mess with that. That kind of feels like what you're gonna see in your brain. Yeah, okay, this is kind of this is a lot closer to what I was kind of envisioning. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna transition from this, and the first one is going to be the taxes, because that's the first thing that they're going to be thinking about as they're going to sleep. Honestly, dude, this color profile looks super cool. All I did to make it look like this was just turn down my white balance on my camera, which is super easy. You can do that like really easily. But it gives it this really cool, basically looks like a dream in my opinion. Moving on to the next clip, what we're going to do is, this is like a super old piece of footage that I had. But this I thought was pretty cool. In terms of like trying to escape the whole tax and anxiety thing, it's going to transition into like nature. What I'm trying to do is transition from the blue that you kind of see at night into like the warmth of the dream. And finally, we're going to transition to this clip of my sister, and essentially it's just going to be like a back shot of her hair, and then that is going to be like foreshadow, sequel, sequence, lead in to my final project, which I'm really excited for. I hope I have enough time to do it. Because the problem is, what happens with these film projects is there's really not a whole lot of time, which is cool because it forces you to be creative. But in terms of like I don't know, like back in high school when I used to do these film projects, I would always just have so much free time.
And like pretty much the only thing I would spend my time on was like editing Call of Duty videos or making that film project for the week. So I know it's a little bit different now. I have a lot of other priorities and stuff, you know, like taxes and all that fun stuff. So I really can't devote nearly as much time as I used to, but it's still fun. So I just finished the dream sequence. I hope you guys like that. What I did want to say is that Justin Escalona, big inspiration of mine. I made a video with him. I went to one of his film things. But anyway, one of the things that he said, and I really thought was like a great piece of advice that I've been trying to really take to heart, is like, you only really need to make things 80% as good. Like once something's 80%, it's done. What'll happen is if you try to make something 100%, you'll end up spending like 50% more time on the last 20%. So essentially, once something's like 80% good, you should just get it out there and start working on the next thing. You can go back and forth on, you know, whether the music's good or whether this effect looks good or not, but ultimately you kind of just got to get it out there and be done. So that's what I'm doing with this project, and honestly I thought it turned out pretty good. But let me know what you guys thought about this vlog. I hope you guys thought this was cool. I kind of wanted to like try out this new style. And yo, shout out to Devin Crawford. I've been watching some of his videos. He's pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you all in my next video. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah. Ooh, actually next video might be making pizza, so that'll be a good one. You should watch out for that. It's gonna be fun. Alright, see you guys.